All right, so good afternoon or good morning, or depending on where you are, and welcome to this Veterans Yoga Project Active Flow and Breathwork. My name is Brian G, and I'm honored and delighted to be here in support of this modality and this offering. Please remember a couple of things. So first of all, our first principle, guiding principle of support precedes action. So please ensure that you have all of your support available, whatever you need: chair, block, strap, bolster, blanket, eye shade, anything that you need to better support your practice. Please ensure you have that available to you. Secondarily, remember that it is your practice. So I will offer and suggest and invite from over here. However, you are in the privacy of your own space by design, and you are asked to listen to the wisdom of your own body and to honor that wisdom by following that wisdom. So create any variation to any posture at any time, take any alternate posture at any time, come out of any posture at any time. So we are going to do a landing here to find ourselves in support, to bring ourselves into the present moment, to raise gratitude and set our intention. So we'll do that. And then we're going to do some movement. I think we're going to feel into a little bit of spinal movement here from a seated posture. So you may want to have a chair, because a lot of people, if we sit for, we're going to sit for, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. And if that's difficult for you and takes you away from your movements, then maybe you want to have a chair to support your practice that way. And then we'll come standing and we'll do some variations off the standing series. We'll come back down to the mat. We'll do our some work on our front and back, and then we'll do a twist, and then we'll move into guided rest. All in all, about 45 minutes from the time we get started. So, and we'll cover all 5 tools. So we'll do breath, movement, mindful movement, meditation. Hopefully the breath and the mindful movement will bring us into a meditative type state. Then we'll move into guided rest, which again, hopefully will be a meditative type state. And then, as we said, we'll begin with gratitude and end with gratitude. So let us come into this place, come into this space. So find yourself in a supported posture, whatever that means for you. So feel into whatever part of your body is in contact with something, and then root into that. Feel into the sensation of that connection at wherever your body is touching. So maybe your feet are flat on the floor in a chair, underneath your knees, hip distance apart. Maybe the backs of your legs, the sides of your legs, the bottoms of your legs are on the floor if you're seated on your mat. Maybe your sits bones, you feel your sits bones, the pointy bones at the base of the hip girdle, you feel those rooting into the mat or to the cushion or to the seat, the chair that you're in, whatever is touching, feel that sensation of connection. Bring your awareness to that sensation of connection. Open your awareness to the idea that that is support. What is it like? What does it feel like to be supported in this moment? And then expand your awareness from that concept to the idea that support is always available in this moment. And then I invite you to lengthen through your side body, lengthen through your spine, lengthen through your crown. Experiment with tucking the chin to find the alignment at the release at the back of the neck and the alignment of the spine from the base to the crown. And notice what happens in your body as you elongate and align the spine. Maybe you feel into that support a little firmer, a little clearer. And this is how we come into the present moment. We come into the present moment by coming into the body. We come into the body by coming into the breath. Begin to bring your awareness to your breathing. Breathe in and out through the nostrils. Following the inhale all the way in, down into the belly cavity, front, back, sides, full 360 breath without stress, strain, or exertion. Following the exhale out. Noticing the shifts in the torso as the lungs inflate and deflate, feeling the sensation of the breath in the nostrils as it comes and goes, breathing in. And breathing out. Having established ourselves in support and come into the present moment, I invite you on your inhale to float your hands to your heart in a way that brings awareness to your heart space. Maybe your left hand over your heart, your right hand over your left. Maybe your hands in prayer. Bringing awareness to the heart space, allow to arise a sense of gratitude in your heart space. Maybe a person that's made it possible for you to be here. Maybe something that you're focused on that calls to mind gratitude to you. Maybe just the possibility of gratitude as a concept. Whatever it is, see it clearly in your mind's eye. Look into your heart space, see what arises for you when we call forth gratitude, and then anchor whatever that is. Whatever it is, no judgments, just accept it, whatever it is, and anchor it right there at your heart space. And then having established support, come into the present moment and allow gratitude to arise, I will invite us, finally, if you choose, to set an intention for your practice today. Perhaps a simple intention. Just be right here with each breath. Or a simple intention to keep your gratitude anchored at your heart space. And having established our intention, state it to yourself. Hear yourself. Anchor your intention right there at your heart space. And then take a full inhale. And as you exhale, if you choose to, allow your chin to drop to your grateful, intentional heart and offer a benediction to seal your intention. Namaste. Release the hands, lift the chin, and then take a moment to establish your seated posture we're going to move the body a little bit from the hips up. So everything at the hips down is rooted, centered, steady, and sure. And imagine you're extending roots down into the earth. And then lengthening through the spine, finding your posture where you're balanced on your sits bones. Begin to bring your hands to your knees. And then as you inhale, just gently inhale the body forward, circling in the hip girdle. So the spine is circling in the hip girdle, inhaling as you come forward, exhaling as you go back. We're going to move the spine a little bit initially, just to get the back freed up, and then we'll come to the mat. We'll do a little movement, get the hips moving and engaged, opening and engaged. But here we're just gentle movements, and maybe you're just a little narrow, or maybe you're a little wider. You're just finding what's available for you. Opening up here. Inhale forward, exhale back. And align the breath with the movement. The key with all of these postures is to align breath and movement. So the body moves, the mind focuses on the breath. The breath aligns with the movement. Actually, more importantly, or more accurately, we want the movement to align with the breath. So as the inhale starts, the movement starts, and it ends. So we're on the breath here. And then one more in this direction. Come back to center, just to establish the center, and then begin in the opposite direction. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Little circles. Notice a little difference, maybe one side to the other. That's absolutely as it should be. We're not fully symmetrical beings. And so one side may act to respond differently. That's fine. Just feel into what's occurring for you. Inhaling forward, exhaling back, as wide or as narrow as is right for you. Opening up here. And again, simple movement, and we work to align the movement to the breath. One more in this direction. Come back to center. Inhale. And then exhale. Bring the hands in front of the shins if you're seated, and cross-legged. If you're on your chair, just let your hands be at your knee. And then we're going to begin to bring the chest forward as we arch the lower back. So we're arching the lower back, the crown lifts, the chest moves forward. Now the chin stays in alignment with the chest, so we're not bobbing the neck and head. We're arching the spine. And then on the exhale, we'll round the spine. So so you just begin to gentle movement, palms, hands on the thighs or knees, or if you're seated cross-legged in front of the shins. Just feel that in the lower back. We're just trying to move that lower back, maybe a very small little movement at the lower part of the spine. Little arch. Feel like we're tilting up on the pelvic bowl, just tilting those sits bones up and back. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath. So you may be moving slower or faster than me. That's absolutely okay. It is your practice. Find your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. And if you're seated cross-legged, bring your hands out to your knees, and that'll maybe feel you're opening up the middle back a little bit. Feel this into the middle back a little, maybe not. Just feel what you're feeling. Breathing into the vertebra on the back, arching and rounding the spine. On your next inhale, inhale up. Lengthen and gently retain the breath. Gently retaining the breath. Be very still. And then imagine you could lift from the base of your spine, from your pelvic bowl, and from your heart. So lifting from the base of the spine, from the pelvic bowl, and from the heart, while relaxing the shoulders and keeping the chin tucked. So you feel the full length of the spine, everything centering in the heart, in the center of the torso. You just here. And then when you need to exhale, exhale, release the lifting, release the breath. And then just be very still. Hands on the knees, palms up, thumb and forefinger together. Just allow the breath and notice what shifted for you. Notice where you feel, what you feel, where you feel it, what you feel, and where you feel it. Just be in your own experience here for a moment. Allowing everything to settle. Working in the integration or rest phase. So we activate through dynamic movement, and then we integrate through breath, through stillness. Balance between effort and ease. Between generating and releasing. Our next movement is going to be twisting the spine. So you have options here. You can keep the hands on the knees. I like to take my arms out, palms up at the shoulder, and then fold the elbows and bring the four fingers in front of the shoulder and hook the thumb behind. So that kind of locks my torso in place, and it keeps me stable through the whole torso. But this is, if this is not accessible or available, then you have the option, just keep the hands down. And then if you like, you can actually let the arms rotate with you. But wherever you are with your arms, we're going to be long through the spine. And then we're just going to inhale as we twist to the left and exhale as we twist to the right. And while we're doing that, I'm just going to set this so we're not overdoing. I'll set the quick timer here. Okay. And inhale left, exhale right. Again, your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. So you're finding the way to align the movement with the breath. Long, deep breath without stress, strain, or exertion. And we're just twisting. We're feeling that relief as we release through the spine. The hips are still, the spine is rotating. Working in your own body with your own practice and your own breath. The essence of our practices here. On your next inhale, inhale the center. Again, gently retain the breath. And then while retaining the breath, lift gently at the base of the spine, at the pelvic bone, at the heart. Relax the shoulders down, tuck the chin. So feel that. And again, when you're ready to exhale, exhale. Meanwhile, you're just holding with lifting. You find yourself ready and having to exhale, release the lift, release the hand, bring the hands to the knees, palms up, thumb and forefinger together, and just be still. And again, notice for yourself what has shifted, what's activated for you, what's different now than 2 minutes ago. Be in your experience. Being very still. Just witnessing. Allowing everything to settle. Noticing the tendency of the mind. Maybe your mind wants to question or create judgment or analyze. Know that that's perfectly natural. That's what the mind does. If you notice that, just gently and compassionately suggest to your mind that it come back to your breath. Or come back to your gratitude and your intention centered in your heart space. All right. Our next movement. So the hands are going to be left hand palm is facing away from the throat. Right hand palm is facing toward the throat, and then bring the palms together and interlock the fingers. So we're hooking the fingers at the little thumbs will be up and down respectively. We're pulling the four fingers. So we're gently, not trying to tear your fingers off. You're just putting a little pressure there to lock you into place. And then we're going to do this movement where on the inhale, the elbow will come up. And on the exhale, the elbow will come down and the other elbow will come up. So it's this little rocking motion with the elbows. Okay. And again, we're not going to be here long. So just find your rhythm, your pace, your breath. And again, you may be moving faster or slower than me. You're finding your breath. Try to keep the hands in front of the throat. And try not to overdo it with the elbows. Tendency to try to go too far. We're just trying to find the rhythm between the breath and the movement. On your next inhale, level the elbows. Put a little pressure in the fingertips. Gently retain this breath. And again, lift gently at the base, at the pelvic bone, at the heart. Relaxing the shoulders, chin is tucked. Feeling everything settle. Be very still. When you are ready, go ahead and release the exhale, release the lifting, bring the hands to the knees, palms up, thumb and forefinger together. And again, be still and just observe what you're feeling and where you're feeling it. Just be mindful of your experience and what your mind is telling you. Your mind cannot find the stillness of the body, then gently and compassionately notice that, and then gently and compassionately return your focus to your gratitude, to your intention, Our next movement is going to be in the shoulders. And now we're going to bring the palms onto the thighs. And then find that position for you where on the thighs is most, shoulders can be relaxed. And then the movement is simply this. On the inhale, we lift the shoulders toward the ears. So try not to scrunch the neck. That's not what we're doing here. We're trying to just lift the shoulders and maybe just a subtle movement. And on the exhale, we'll release those shoulders down. And again, we're just going to be here for a short bit. Inhaling the shoulders up. Try to keep the head still and relaxed. Try to make the movement be equal in length, the breath equal in length. And again, your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Just kind of shrugging the shoulders. No tension in the neck. I like to feel my shoulder blades are moving up and down my spine like this, sliding up and down along the spine. And it's the image that I bring to my mind. But whatever works for you, just lifting the shoulders to the ears. On your next inhale, inhale the shoulders up. And again, gently retain the breath. Lift gently at the base of the spine, at the pelvic bone, at the heart. Now your shoulders are up toward the ears, but they can still be relaxed. So no scrunching back there, and tuck the chin again so the neck can feel that energy. Lifting along your spine, perhaps. Just notice. And again, when you are ready, go ahead and release the breath, release the lifting, let the hands come to the knee, palms up, turn the thumb and forefinger together. And then just release the chin toward the chest. Now, if you have any kind of neck issue, lift the chin back up and then just simply turn your head from side to side as gently as you can. Otherwise, we're going to make small circles. So we'll inhale, we'll bring the right ear toward the right shoulder, and then the chin toward the ceiling. On the exhale, we'll bring the left ear to the left shoulder and the chin back to the chest. And then we're just doing this gentle neck roll, inhaling, exhaling. And then you may smooth that out a little bit, and it just becomes a neck roll. And we're just going to do a couple of these. Be gentle with yourself. You may hear your neck with a whole bunch of cricks and crickles and crackles and pops, and just be gentle. If you're just turning your head, just be gentle turning your head. One more in this direction. Chin on the chest, take a breath. Exhale it out, and then begin in the opposite direction. Again, gentle neck rolls, left ear, chin to the sky, right ear, shoulder, chin to the chest. And smooth that out. Begin to align. Inhaling over and up. Exhaling around and down. One more in this direction. Bring the head back to neutral. Lift the chin. Turn the palms forward. If they're not already there, be still. Just be very still. Allow everything to settle in your experience. We're going to do an activating breath here, known as Bhastrika. Now, if you're on your cycle, your menstrual cycle, you will just do long, deep breath, long, full inhale and exhale, long, deep breathing. However, if you want to add the Bhastrika effect, the Bhastrika is a bellows and essentially like a forge. In the old days with blacksmith's forge, you're going to just be pumping. The diaphragm will be the pump. So on the exhale, the belly button will move towards the spine. back and down. On the inhale, they'll release the diaphragm and it'll move out and up. And you'll just feel that movement. So if you want, you can place your right hand on your belly and just experiment with that for a moment. Exhale, pull the belly button toward the spine. Inhale, release belly, and the diaphragm comes back out and up. Now, tendency is to overdo the exhale here. So be very mindful of that. The exhale and the inhale are the same length, same duration, same volume. So if you find yourself getting a little overdoing it on the exhale, you're just working too hard, back off. In all breath exercises, the body is very still. The awareness is on the breath in the nostrils and the diaphragm moving. If you're doing the diaphragmatic movement, the focus is at the brow point if the eyes are closed, at the tip of the nose if the eyes are open. And so we're going to be here. Now you have an option here. You keep the hands on the knees, palms up. If you feel like you want a little inspiration, palms down. If you feel you need a little more grounding. Otherwise, you have the option to bring the hands to prayer at the chest or at the third eye. I'm going to be at the third eye. So pressing the hands in prayer mudra, Anjali mudra, thumbs resting lightly on the third eye or on the chest. Find your arm position, and then here we go. Take a full inhale. And then begin. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath. Find the rhythm where your breath is equal. And your body is still. Your awareness is on the breath in the nostrils and the diaphragm. Focus is at the brow point if the eyes are closed, at the tip of the nose if the eyes are narrowed. Take a full inhale. Again, gently retain the breath while lifting gently at the base, pelvic bowl and the heart, relaxing the shoulders and the chin. Feeling everything condense and settle. When you need to, when you want to, go ahead and exhale, release your hands down. And just come lying down on your back, on your mat. We're going to move to our mat. So just come lying down on your back for a short bit. Releasing that, allowing that to settle, integrate, and you're fine. Toes fall open, palms fall up. And then imagine you can pull on your side ribs so that you feel your lower spine on the mat and just release. Just let everything go for a moment. Just let everything go. Just settle and rest here. Noticing what you're noticing. Noticing your circulation. You've been sitting for a while. Just let all that free up. Let everything settle. Perfect timing. Wonderful. Full inhale here. A complete exhale. Full inhalation. A complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. Bring your toes and heels together and the knees in toward the chest. Reach up and grab just below the knees and squeeze. And then rock a little side to side. Releasing any tension still in the hips. Now, We're going to come standing. You have options. You can just roll over and come up, or you can kind of begin to roll on your spine a little bit. But if that feels okay for you, just kind of working your way up. Otherwise, just roll off of your back and come to a standing. We're just going to come standing on a mat. And take a moment to allow everything to settle standing up. Notice feet underneath the hips. Outside edges of the feet parallel with the outside edges of the mat. So notice you may have to feel like you're turning your toes in a little. Maybe that's for you. For me, I have to feel like I'm very much turning the toes in order to get the outside edges of the feet parallel. And then find your feet. Rock the hips a little bit, find your balance. Press down on the inside and the outside of the ball of the foot, the inside and the outside of the heel of the foot, the 4 points of the foot. Feel yourself in all 4 points. Everything is balanced. Not overdoing it one side or the other. Soft ankles, soft knees, firm hips and waist. Lift out of the waist, lengthen through the side body. Experiment with the chin, tuck the chin until you find that release. Feel the full length of the spine from the root to the crown. Inhale, take the arms up. Interlace the fingers, extend the pointer finger or index finger long, bring the biceps to frame the ears, and just lengthen. Get long. Big stretch here. Exhale, just lean to the left. Maybe just a little bit, maybe not. Keep pressing into that right foot in particular to stay long on the right side as you lean to the left. Now think about lifting out of the left arm so that you stay long on the left side even though you're leaning to the left. Breathe in. Breathe out. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale back to center. Get long. Exhale, lean to the right. Any amount. Just notice, and again, pressing into the left foot to stay long on the left side, and then reaching out of the right arm to stay long on the right side, even though you're leaning to the right. Breathing in. And breathing out. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release the hands behind the hips, interlace the fingers the other way, the awkward way. Press the palms away, bring the back of the hands toward the mat. Lift out of the waist, lift out of the chest. Keep the chin and sternum in alignment. So we're not bobbing the neck, we're just lifting out, opening the chest a little. And then maybe a little bit of arch in the spine, though. Opening. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release the hands. We're going to move into a little bit of a warrior sequence here. So bring the hands to prayer at the chest or to the hips. Whatever provides you with the most support. Pick up the right heel and maybe the right foot. And then step the right foot back on the mat, 2 to 3 feet. The heel drops down and in, toes point off the side of the mat at an angle. So if this is 12 o'clock at the top of your mat, your toes are pointing to 2 o'clock. Now notice the hips want to open up towards the long side of the mat. So make your adjustment, keep the hips, the chest, and the shoulders and the head aligned to the top of your mat. Find your balance between your feet, press into the outside of the right foot, and then bend into that left knee. Keep weight. Notice the weight wants to come off of that right foot. Continue to press, balance the weight in the feet. Find this. And then if you like, bring your arms up. Maybe look up. Maybe join your hands in prayer, interlock the thumbs, whatever works for you. Find your warrior, look up and see. Inhale here. Exhale, sink in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, be here. Warrior 1. Inhaling. Exhale. Release the hands. Drop the arms to shoulder height. Left hand in front of you, right hand behind you. Stacking the shoulders, lining through the shoulder, look down over that left middle finger. Notice the tendency of the left knee to want to splay open. Rotate the left thigh inward so that that doesn't occur. Stay even, stay balanced in your feet. Warrior two, breathe, full inhale. Slight engagement at the core. Steady and sure. Full exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, sink in. Breathing, always breathing. On your next inhale, flip the left palm and then rotate the shoulders. Let the right hand drop, the left hand go high. Stack the shoulders vertically, looking up into your left palm. Make your offering. Peaceful warrior, exalted warrior. Breathing, always breathing. Inhale here. Exhale, sinking. A full inhale. A complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, release the left hand down behind you. Interlace the fingers. Switch whatever way you were doing. So now you're back to the standard way. Press through the palms, lift through the chest, lift out of the waist. Exhale, hinge forward over the left thigh. Just come parallel at first. Parallel to the mat, torso's parallel to the mat, or whatever it looks like or feels like parallel to you. And then press the arms long behind you, along your hips. Breathe here. Find your length. So lift out of the crown, out of the hips. Stay balanced in that right foot. Breathing, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. If you like, maybe continue. Bring your left shoulder inside your left knee. Arms go toward the ceiling. Come into your humble warrior, returning to the earth from which you came. Breathing, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. Strong core here on the inhale. Slowly come up, come back to vertical, or parallel, if I should say. Stabilize. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, come back upright. Release the hands. Take the arms up. Warrior one. Exhale, bring the hands to prayer or to the hips. Roll to the ball of the right foot and step forward. Come back to the top of your mat. Mountain pose. Palms forward by the hips, fingers extending long. Feel the difference one side to the other now. Right hip might feel a little activated. Breathe in. Breathe out. And let's go to the other side. Hands to prayer or to the hips. Find your support. Pick up the left heel. Maybe the left foot. Step the left foot back on the mat. Heel drops down. Toes move off at an angle. So again, if top of your mat is 12 o'clock, your left toes are pointing to 10 o'clock on an analog clock face. If you're too young to know what an analog clock looks like, good for you. Again, check your hip alignment, chest and inhale the arms up. I'm sorry. Exhale, bend into the right knee first. Establish your supports first. Weight is balanced between the feet. Again, tendency to lean into that right foot and come off the left foot. So resist that tendency. Micro adjustments to stay balanced. Weight is balanced between the feet. We're pressing into the outside of the left foot and down into the right foot. Bending in, finding our stability. Then we inhale the arms up, finding our arm position that's right for us. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, be here. Find your warrior. Look up, see what's called you. Inhale here. Exhale, release the arms to shoulder height. Stack the shoulders, look down over that right middle finger. Sink in. Engage through the right thigh and down through the feet. Weight is balanced, steady and sure. Engage the core to support the lower back. Steady and sure here, warrior two. Breathing, always breathing. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, flip the palm, revolve, drop the left hand, look up and see the right palm. Stacking the shoulders vertically, lifting into your exalted. Full inhale here. Complete exhale. Inhaling. Exhale. Bring the right hand down behind. Interlace the fingers the awkward way. Press the palms away, back of the hands towards the mat. Lift out of the heart. Lift out of the chest. Lengthen here. Exhale. Just hinge forward. Bring your torso toward the right thigh. And again, just come parallel at first. Pressing the backs of the hands to the wall behind you. Lengthening through the crown. Bending into that right knee. Finding support first. Steady and sure breathing. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. And if you like, continue. Bring the right shoulder inside the right knee. Release the crown. Come into your humble. Full inhales. Complete exhales. Inhaling here. Strong core here on the inhale. Slowly come back to parallel. Stabilize. Exhale, get long. Inhale, rise up. Release the hands. Come back into your warrior. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Release the hands to prayer or to the hips. Roll to the ball of the left foot. Step the left foot forward to join the right. Release the palms. Inhale here. Exhale. Notice now what the shift is, where the energy is. And then take a moment to slowly bring yourself down onto your mat. Come onto your back. And we're going to do some twists. Release the legs. Palms down by the sides. And then take the palms out 60 to 90 degrees to create some space. Palms up or palms down, depending on how you feel most supported. Bring the left foot, heel toward the hip, left knee toward the ceiling. Stay here, or maybe, if you're comfortable doing so, just rest that left foot lightly atop, rest lightly atop the right thigh. Inhale here. And maybe as you feel comfortable doing so, maybe just shift your hips an inch or two to the left to create a little space. Lengthen through the crown and through the heel of the right foot. And then as you exhale, bring the left knee across the body. Now, the left shoulder will try to roll up off the mat. We don't want that to happen. We want the left shoulder to stay down and relaxed. We take our right hand, if we like, to the left thigh, left knee, and we're just gently guiding the left knee away from the face more than over toward the ground. It's not so much about getting the knee over to the ground, it's about opening by moving the knee away from the face. Stay long through the right heel. Left shoulder down, relax, maybe look over the left shoulder, release a little tension in the neck and upper shoulder. Breathing here, this is our twist. Just breathe in. And breathe out. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. On your next inhale, slowly come back to center. Release the right hand if it's guiding. Release the left foot from the top of the thigh if it was there. Gently shift your hips back to neutral, and then release the left leg down. Ooh. And again, notice what's different. Take a full inhale. A complete exhale. Inhale, bring the right heel towards the hip and the right knee toward the sky. Take a moment here, if you like, maybe shift your hips a couple inches to the right. And then if you're comfortable doing so, maybe you can rest that foot, the right foot atop the left thigh. It's not necessary. It doesn't change the twist at all, just different angle of leverage. Inhale here, lengthen through the crown and the left heel, stay long. Exhale, rotate the right knee across the body and down. And maybe look over your right shoulder. Now again, the right shoulder wants to come off the mat, so we don't want that to happen. We want to relax the right shoulder. Maybe take the left hand to the right thigh, right knee, and gently guide, no pushing or pressing, just gently guiding the right knee away from the face. Breathing in, full inhale. Breathing out, complete exhale, relaxing the right shoulder. Pressing through the left heel, staying long. And then breathing deep into the right hip. Full inhale. And complete exhale. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Be in your twist. Relaxing and releasing, full inhale. Complete exhale. On your inhale, come back to center. Release the hand from the knee, release the foot from the thigh, shift the hips back to neutral, release the left leg. Take the arms overhead, interlock the thumbs either direction, lengthen through the fingertips and press the toes away from the face. Get long on the inhale. On the exhale, relax the toes to neutral, switch the interlock of the thumb. On the inhale, get long through the fingertips and press through the heels, flexing the toes back toward the face. Full inhale. On the exhale, release the toes to neutral, let the hands come back down by the side, turn the palms up by the hips, let the toes fall open. Move your heels as wide as is comfortable for you on the mat. Lengthen through your crown, pull down on your side ribs, and then just let go. Be done. Be done. You're done here. I'll take a moment, if you like, to provide yourself with any additional support that you may want in this posture. So maybe have an eye cloth for your eyes, or a blanket, or a shawl for your body, bolster for your knees, whatever you need in order to feel maybe 1% more supported here. And then having established your support, let go. Just let go. You're done. Be done. Allow yourself to be done. Just let everything go. Release any analysis of the practice, any questioning, any judgments, any conversation, condemnation, competition. Just let it all go. Be done. Allow yourself to be. We're going to work through a brief tracking of the body. We're looking for any areas of tightness, constriction, contraction, tightness. We're going to start at the soles of the feet and work our way up. So bring your awareness to the soles of your feet, to your toes, to the tops of your feet, to your heels, and to your ankles. And then just simply relax those areas. Now bring your awareness to your shins, to your calves, to your knees, to your tops of your thighs, your quadriceps, and the backs of your thighs, your hamstrings. And relax those areas. Now bring your awareness to your hip girdle, to your sits bones, to your buttocks, to your sacral area, to your SI joint at the top of the buttocks. And relax. Now bring your awareness to your lower back and to your abdomen. And relax. Now bring your awareness to your ribs and to your middle back. And relax. Now bring your awareness to your upper back and to your chest and relax. Now bring your awareness to your shoulders and to your neck and relax. Now bring your awareness to your triceps and your biceps, your elbows and your forearms, and relax. Now bring your awareness to your wrists, to the backs of your hands, to your fingers, and to the palms of your hands, and relax. Now bring your awareness to your jaw, to your tongue, to the muscles at the back of your throat, and to the back of your head, and relax. Now bring your awareness to your nose, your nasal passages, and the muscles and nerves behind your nose, your eye sockets, your eyeballs, and the muscles and nerves behind your eyes, and relax. Now bring your awareness to your mind, to your brain, to your skull, to the place between your ears, behind your brows, and relax. And then finally, bring your awareness to the crown of your head, the space just outside and above the top of your head, and relax. Let everything go, relax. From that place of witnessing, from that place of awareness at the crown of your head, see yourself in all of your entirety, in your place, in your environment, in your space. See yourself resting here. And as you rest in your space, I'll take this opportunity to extend my sense of gratitude to you. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your practice with me. And I encourage and invite you to stay here in grateful rest for as long as you like. And when you do rise, please take your gratitude and the echoes of your practice with you as you go through the remainder of your day, lifting yourself and all that you come into contact with. Have an amazing day.